Hello and welcome to the Clockwork Visitant. So this is actually a game that's sort of set in between of a three-part analog horror series of the same name. And so essentially the series revolves around this one creature over here, the Clockwork Visitant. And so it's basically just a guy with a clock on his head, and essentially what it does is that it basically goes after people who have lived past basically the day that they were supposed to be gone. And so in this particular game, you play as someone named Thomas Leewood, who should have died in World War I, except he was still alive. And now, our very popular, very infamous Clockwork Visitant is now coming after him. And so you'll see the full, basically you'll see some parts of the analog horror in this game, as well as some additional stuff as well. And so yeah, without further ado, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with the Clockwork Visitant.
Minds fraying, spirits torn, rifles trembled in blooded hands. Thomas stood by his mates, dread choking them by the throat, as they waited for the whistle to blow. Thomas reached for his mother's fob watch, clinging to the closest thing to home. He was ready to slip into death's hand. That's when he saw it. Standing in the distance, a lone figure, human in shape, but wrong in every other way. After 5 long minutes, the figure had vanished as Thomas was dragged to safety. Thomas would lay in the trenches, never truly at rest. But when sleep finally found Thomas, it would take him far from the war.
Oh hey, so I do wish that the voiceover was slightly louder just because it was way too quiet. That's nice. Oh, who are you? Oh, okay, sure. I missed this. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wish my mates could have seen this. It just feels wrong. Me sitting here while you don't get to choose who goes and who stays, Tommy. None of you did. Doesn't make it any easier. I understand, but you survived, so live for them now. That's the only thing left that makes any sense. I wish I could stay here. Just sit a little longer. Me too, Tommy. But we both know we can't. We both know it's coming. The Clockwork Visitant, I assume? Oh. Or do you mean sleep? Mother? So am I supposed to find the Clockwork Oh. Okay. This man was just standing. He's standing there, menacingly. That's a car crash. This is a reference to, I believe, the second part of the analog horror series. Hi. So, of course I won't give all the details for the analog horror series. Please go ahead and watch it. Cause yeah, are you turning your head? Oh, he's definitely turning my head. Yeah, you go there, actually. Hi, so can I drive this? No, okay. Ah, liquor bottle. Oh, someone was drinking. Oh. Drinking and driving is no good, guys. Don't do that. Ah. To whom finds this? I am not the devil's hand, nor have I danced with spirits as they claim. May God see the truth, though man has turned his face. Mercy Nightingale, Salem, 1692. So of course that's probably in reference to the witch hunts, the famous, or rather infamous, Salem witch trials. Of course many people, men and women, but mostly women, have lost their lives because people could not get past blaming people, you know. Every ailment, of course, has to have a scapegoat, unfortunately. And there we are. There we are. Yeah, so each of these is actually a different reference to an analog, to one of the parts of the analog horror series, but we are playing Thomas Leawood, who is part of the first part of the Clockwork Visitant analog horror series. Dear Mother, I wish I never saw that poster to enlist. There's no glory here, only mud, cold, and death. I want to come home. Your son, William. Yeah. I still don't get what's the big idea with glory and stuff. I guess that's a power propaganda, you know. They get so caught up in that sort of thing that you're like, oh yeah, of course, that's you know, I can do service for everyone. Or a home. Home. What is home? Home is just clocks. So I guess home. Everyone's out of time. Why I say town mixed with time? Everyone's out of time, I guess. But why is that home? Oh, it's because he's supposed to be dead? Is Thomas supposed to be dead? Or... so I guess he's revisiting everything? Is this a game about PTSD? One of those again? I mean, not that I mind that. I mean, if it's done tastefully, I don't have any problem with that. Left mouse button to freeze time. Why freeze time? Do I need that? I mean, why? Oh, they collapse. Okay. I was like, wait, why do I need that? Okay, I'm just gonna do my parkour then. Oh my god, slippery. Help. How? Okay, there we go. Okay, so I can freeze time, but like, I just fell off. Does it loop, or do I just fall back down? Oh no, I just die. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, I just did parkour at. Oh my god, so slippery. What is up with the controls, my guy? Oh my god, okay. How did I do that so seamlessly the first time? What the heck? Why didn't I realize that the controls were so janky the first time? Okay, so only hold the forward button. Only hold W if you're ever doing this. Because otherwise, you're gonna slip. And that's not bueno. Actually, oh my god, lag. Help. Ooh la la. Oh, okay, it just rotated. Okay, I guess I'll freeze time for the second one. So I guess it's a time freeze for about 10 seconds. And the reason why I'm not freezing time for the first one is that I don't know if it's like a one-time use thing or like I recharges. Like I don't know if it like recharges or not. But I guess I'll try it, I guess, since I'm failing this parkour so badly. Okay then. Oh, please tell me it recharges. Okay, so it does do that. Wonderful. Please recharge. Oh, okay. I was so scared. I was like, there's no way you're just gonna do that to me, Chief. Why was I going down there? Wait, what the heck? I got stuck down there. I was like, okay, yeah, I guess this is my life now. But yeah. Yeah, because I went down there. I was like, wait, hold up. Oh my god, the controls, please. They're like slippery. Like you can't tell, but there's like a weird amount of momentum that carries over for some reason. Am I coping? Yes, I am. Oh, whoops. Okay. Gotta take my sweet time. There you go. Okay. Alright, let's recharge and then call it a day. Hopefully. Because if this is only one level, I don't want to like fit. Brother. I don't know how that happened. Don't. Just give me a puzzle at this point. They had to give me parkour within the first level. Please don't tell me the entire game is just parkour, man. Please. I do have parkour PTSD, so yes, indeed. Okay. Oh my god, how do you not overshoot this? What the hell, man? So anyways, back to the story so that I can actually talk about it. So then you guys don't have to see me fail this parkour like 24/7. Brother, oh my god. Okay, that one I overshoot for some reason. And now oh my god. I thought I was gonna undershoot that one. Oh, my frames. Oh god. Okay, don't go for that one. But yeah, back to that one. So there's something that he said that was actually real interesting. He says, does it make it any better? Like, oh, I wish my mates could have seen that. And like, his mom was like, yeah, but you don't choose like who gets to go and whatnot. Like, none of us do, and stuff like that. That relates to one of my most hated, but also a very, very notable anime protagonist I like. I hate him in some instances. I like him in others, but Jesus criminy, dude. But Emiya Shiro from Fate Stay Night. So that protagonist in particular, not the anime one, because the anime one lacks a lot of monologue, so you do have to read the visual novel. But that character in particular has something called survivor's guilt. What that is if there's a big tragedy or big event and you are the only survivor, sometimes the only survivor will actually feel guilty for living, and that certain thing happens because it's like oh, why me? Why did I have to be the one to survive? Why not the others? Like why did I have to be the only one to live? So that sort of thing does happen, and it does seem like Thomas has that experience, right? Time is running out. Be there or be aware. Or beware. Enlist now. Propaganda poster. Ah, crap, accidentally froze time. Okay. Oh my god, there's more parkour. This is my true PTSD. Alrighty then. Okay, let's see if it. Please don't tell me I'm gonna respawn all the way back there. Please don't tell me I have to do this all perfectly. Ooh, merde. Also, the clock hand is stuck on this one particular time. This one particular time is merde. This one particular time is 10:15, and so this one time has actually been consistent throughout the entire Analog Horror series. Balls. Oh my god, I guess I'm gonna have to do this. I'm so sorry I'm stuck with this. Like, it is not my intention to be so bad at this. I do like how there's a slight shift. So it loses a lot of the saturation when you actually freeze time, which I think is actually really cool. And now when it comes back here, you can see that it's now warmer again, which is cool. Which is pretty cool, I suppose. Brother. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's actually real hard to control this character. Oh my god, the amount of momentum carries over with each jump is ridiculous, dude. Oh god, why the last one? Well, before last one. Is this meant to be me reliving my crimes against humanity? This is what's happening. I didn't commit too many of them, I swear. I'm not elaborating on that. But yeah. So yeah, survivor's guilt is a thing. So I feel like Thomas Leewood, I think that's what his name was called. I don't know why I'm so forgetting his last name. So I feel like that's what he's actually currently afflicted by. So I wonder if obviously I watched the Analog Horror series before I played this game, but of course YouTube views are going to be very important, so make sure to watch the series after you're done watching this if you haven't already. Balls. Oh. Finalement, mon Dieu, I'm stuck. There, never mind. Oh, so I have to. Oh. 10:15, right? There we are. So 10:15 is a reoccurring time that plays in the Analog Horror series, which is such an odd thing to choose, you know. Oh my god, don't tell me it's a maze. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, balls. Oh, okay. Oh god, not only is it a maze, it's okay. Stick to the left side, right? Stick to the left side. Wait, where are you? Oh, whoa, my god. Okay, no, bad idea. Stick to the left, stick to the left, stick to the left, stick to the left. Oh, balls, that's a dead end. Don't stick to the left. Understood. Stick to the right this time. Oh, okay, I can't pass. Oh, your fault. You're skull heads. Okay. You are built like a twink, sir. Oh, maybe I should have gone that way. Oh, okay, I'll go this way then. Okay, so I guess that's the same thing. Hey, you're just chilling. Oh my god. I keep running to dead ends. I don't know how that's happening. Oh god. Okay. So I assume this is Thomas reliving his trauma of being in the trenches back in World War I. But this is actually really cool, a very cool Analog Horror series, because it actually shows the clock head go through the ages. It's like you see numerous paintings of him. I think last time I left, I went, oh, wait, okay, yeah. So last time I went left, that's why I'm going to the right. Okay,
Thomas woke from the nightmare. He never spoke of the strange things he saw. When the war ended, Thomas returned home, forever changed. The horrors buried in his mind bled onto canvas as he began to paint. Not for comfort, not for joy. He painted because there was no other way to make sense of it.
well, I kind of already screwed up my smiley face, but okay then. Oh, I'm supposed. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, there's an image underneath of it. I see. Okay, there we are. Ah, there we are. So this is actually a plot point in the Analog Horror series. So that's cool. Go to bed. I'm still holding a paintbrush though. Wait, huh? Oh. I'm stuck in my chair. I can't exactly get out of here. Oh, can I just? Oh, cool. Guess I just glide into bed. Yeah? Mom? Please be my mom. Oh, it is? Oh, okay, hi. I'm going to bed. Hope you can get some rest tonight. I hope so. Good night, Thomas. Good night, Mom. Aw, that's sweet. Wait, hold up. Why do you have... How many bloody clocks do you have? My God, you do not need 3 bloody clocks. Also, this is approaching 10:15, so that's not great. Or is it supposed to be like there? So I can't actually move or anything. Also, why am I rotating so much in bed? Ah! Oh. Please don't tell me you're elsewhere as well. Okay, no, you're only at this clock. I'm not gonna look away. I'm just gonna wait until 10:15 passes. Okay, I think I probably have to look away for this to progress. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I just caught that. I was like, oh, I'm cooked. I'm so cooked.
The following morning, Thomas's mother found him in his bedroom. His body was cold, rotted, as though he'd been dead for years. However, Thomas's story would not end there. 70 years later, his painting was rediscovered during the demolition of an old Leewood estate. The painting became the centerpiece for an acclaimed art exhibition, The Unexplained, highlighting artworks that explored stories lost to time. To some, Thomas's painting is a personal portrait of trauma and guilt. To others, a vision of death made real. But many believe it carries a deeper message about what it means to live on borrowed time. If fate grants you a second chance only because another was denied theirs, can it ever truly be yours?
And that was the Clockwork Visitant. Honestly, I think a lot of what they said at the end actually sort of highlighted the survivor's guilt theory of mine. Borrowed time, like another was denied their chance, as in like, oh, someone else was dead when you were also supposed to die. So I feel like there is inherently a theming of survivor's guilt here. And so, yeah, it makes sense. So he comes, so is, but then, because at the end, obviously in the Analog Horror series, Thomas also dies, and they said that he was like dead years ago. So obviously that's I'm gonna English teacher the hell out of this, even though I'm not qualified for this. But now that can be two things, right? That can be, of course, a physical death, which happens, right? A physical death as in like, oh yeah, he was supposed to die ages ago. Or two, a mental death. If he was constantly under trauma, constantly surrounded by guilt, via the survivor's guilt, then it would make sense that he was constantly plagued by all those things and unable to live his full life. Hence, like living your life when another was denied theirs, or something along those lines. So that does buy into that sort of interpretation. Because there is another story all the stories in the Clockwork Visitant in the Analog Horror series do revolve around a survivor of a particular event, whether that be with a car crash or, in this case, a war. So there is, of course, I guess, an inherent theming of guilt and trauma as expressed by the narrator. So that is very, very interesting. But yeah. I think, of course, to get the full story, you have to watch the Analog Horror series. And again, it's not like a very cliche Analog Horror series. I think that it has definitely its own charm. It's not like every other subsequent Analog Horror series that copies like the Mandela catalog, anything of the Vintage 8 series, and the backroom stuff. So it does have its own distinct identity, which I do appreciate. And yeah, honestly, I do like this. It just feels like a nice little companion piece. It feels like part 1, but slightly expanded with some additional details. But of course, it's not only part 1. It does have some other things in it, so you do have to watch part 1 even if you play this game, or even if you watch this. What else? And also, the Unexplained was a series of paintings, and that was also explained in the Analog Horror series. But in that one, they also had monsters in them, and basically, I guess it's to sort of expand on it. So there's probably some other creatures out there. So maybe we expect some more games from this dev and from this universe of paintings, monsters depicted in paintings, which I think is honestly a pretty cool thing. It's it feels like Universal Studios' Dark Universe, but actually done well, because now it feels like sort of anthology-ish, but also it does link back to this hall of paintings called the Unexplained, which I think is really, really cool, especially if each monster has their own unique theming and all that stuff and symbolism. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up for our playthrough of the Clockwork Visitant. Again, if you want to support the creator, make sure to download the game for yourself and give it a shot, and of course watch the Analog Horror series, because it is actually pretty well made. And so yeah, I do wish that the volume mixing was a bit more equal, because sometimes the menu music is loud compared to the narration, and the parkour section was kind of annoying because it just like, it was so floaty, and also the momentum just carries you through. especially because the game is so short. So I wish that they could have refined that a bit more, because it's like a 15-minute game, even though I'm yapping my way through this. So I do wish that they sort of refined it a bit more. But yeah, I think about wraps up for me today. Thanks for hanging with me. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you guys are. And see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you and take care. Bye.